Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I've come on today because I wanted to try something. I'm in Australia and it's a nice day. I was going to take the cat to the vet, but that didn't happen. Tyres were flat on me, the thing, and I don't know, it just all went wrong, so I had to make a different appointment for him. So I'm sitting in my lounge room trying to do a video. Did start it, and then the TV come on by itself. I think it might have been just on pause or something, I don't know, but I was not impressed. So yesterday I was watching, last night I watched Tim Holt's video on all his new things that he's got in, accidentally, because I usually don't see them sort of things, but it just come up on the feed, so I thought I would have a go at something. He showed all these new goodies, but then he also showed the projects that people were doing with them. And on them they're doing sewing. They're doing sewing on papers and things, right? French knots and stuff like that. So I thought I'd give it a go. So I've got this nice little picture here that was on a card or a little book. Might have been in a little book. I don't think this is straight, but I'm only going to work on her dress, on parts of her dress. I'm going to have a go anyway and see how I go. I've got different pieces of card. This is a piece of what's the name, paper? I can't think what you call it now. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing a bit on here, making a pocket. Now I have done previously. I've done bits of stitching on pieces, but actually I was going to make a pocket like that because I thought, well, I can't do that, it's stuck down. So I got this piece to try and work on that, but I'm going to have a go at this first and see how this works and see if it's hard or not. So I found a couple of pieces of, makes sense, it sounds like I couldn't find them anywhere, pieces of this cotton, crochet cotton, because I thought it might be easier and it might come up a bit better on this. So I could probably do some with the orangey colour, because I think that one's a bit thick. This one might work. I'll have a go. I thought if you did it with just a single thread or something, that it might not show up as much. Now I just might pinch this needle out of here that I was using, because I want to use this bit here. So I've got a piece of reasonably thin, it's not really skinny, but it's a reasonably thin piece of thread. You could use one strand of embroidery thread of the stranded cottons, but I thought I might do this, and I need a really sharp needle. I'm going to move this away so you can see, because there's shadows shining on. Still haven't got it done. Turn that way. There we go. I hope you can see good what I'm doing, because I can't myself, but it's okay. I just hope that that's not too dark. This thread, this cotton should make, the needle should make a big enough hole for that thread to go through after it. Okay, because that's your main thing. You don't want it to be too big, the hole, because then if you make the hole big, when you do the knot, it might not go through, but you'll be able to see the hole in the paper. This is not like the fabric, it won't come back, it'll make a hole and it'll stay there. Okay, so I might put some French knots around this part of her apron. What do you think? Yeah, and then maybe in a hair. Should I use this colour? I don't know. Why haven't I got a pink? Why haven't I got a pink colour, Sonia? Oh dear, I thought I was ready, but then when the TV come on, oh dear, I was not amused, I tell you. This is a bit light. Won't be able to see that very good. I need a bit of pink that I can see. And this is a thread one, so the 6 threads, so maybe I'll just, is that alright? Yeah. So I might just have to do 2, hey? Let's do 2. I know I wasn't going to do this, but I'll use the 2 to see how it works. So I'm just going to pull one out, and then I'll straighten out a bit, and then I'll pull out the other one. It's a way that I've learnt to use them now. That's going to be big enough. You need something you can see. You'll be able to see it. Anyway, let's have a go. Let's have a go and see what happens. Because I think I like to do these sort of things. I like to put sewing in my journals. But I'm actually going to use the paper to put it on, aren't we? Okay. So now, oh no, this thing's not going to move back here, I don't think, because it's... Oh, it is. Righto. I wanted to get it closer to me, but anyway, let's see what we can do. We don't need all them stripy flowers behind me, whatever. I need something. There we go. Is that better? Can you see me? Right, so let's go. We're going to poke it through. I don't want to make a hole first because I don't think that's a good idea. Because you might have more than one hole. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky. So what I'm going to do, so that won't pull through there, I'm going to get a piece of sticky tape and I'm going to tape it down on the back. Okay, so I'm not to tape it down there. Not around here where I'm going to sew, I hope. I hope I haven't got it around there. And then actually I'm going to have to go through it when I go make the knot. So I'm going to wrap this around 3 times. Then go back near the hole. Not straight into that hole, but very close to it. And put a knot. Oh, there you go. See? That's cool, isn't it? Don't pull it too tight. Whatever you do, don't pull it too tight, because that'll tear it. Righto, that looks good. 1, 2, 3. Fair next to it. I want to bring it down further into that little doo-dah thing, into the frill. That's cool. Oh dear, I like it. I want to make it. I might have to put it there. I might have to put it on the edge of that. What do you reckon? Don't pull it too tight, just snug. 2, 3. And put it down fair next to it, not... Come on, that's the way. You can do this on it. Oh no, it's all going fuffly, look at it. It's all going toward now. It's all gone haywire. Don't let it pull through, whatever you do. I got it? Yeah, well, not a lot you can do with it because you can't take it undone. Just keep going along there, Sonya. I'm thinking now too that I've started this. Maybe if you have the tape behind it, that might stop it from coming undone. You know? Or pulling through. Suppose we could try that idea, I guess, because they didn't show you how they did this. They didn't show you what if she put anything behind it or anything, but they just showed that they did a lot of embroidery on them. 1, 2, 3. So, I do like this little picture. I think it's really cool. And I'm looking forward to doing a bit more of this in different sort of things, eh? I can put this in the journal that I'm making as well, can't I? That's nice. Whoops. Oh no, now I've made a mistake. I don't think you can undo that. Can you see it? Scratch it back in. All good. Now, come up through here, down here, Sonya. That's a thing too, you can't see where you're going, can you? Right. Don't pull it too tight. 1, 2, 3. Put it down through there. Whatever you do, nobody panic. Which it's not that easy, but it isn't that hard either, okay? That seems to be some sort of oxymoron, doesn't it, really, or something? I think that's what that means, I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep going. This is exciting. I'm really enjoying this. This looks really cool, doesn't it? Look at that. I might even have to put a little leaf, you know. You could have to put a little leaf around there. Don't know yet. 3. I just thought I'd just trim this bit and a hair, put a bit on a hat and maybe a little front. What do you reckon? That'll look awesome, won't it? Hopefully we can do a good job. And you can see what I'm doing. Just make 1, 2, 3 wraps. Now, you know, there's all sorts of stitches you can use, but the little knots make a really good display. You know, they look really nice. And they're not hard. 2, 3. And then when I straighten it, because I haven't got a ruler with me, when I straighten a picture, I might do some stitches around the edge before I put it into the journal. Come on, come through there. That's awesome. I know I've stitched on just straight stitches around the edges before I've done that, but not anything fancy like this. Oh my goodness, look what happened. Oh dear. It all come undone because I caught it on a knot and I'm not going to panic, okay? I'm not going to panic. I'm going to do something. I don't know what to see. There's all my knots on the back of here now. Look at that. Oh, gracious me, Sonia. What are you going to do now? How are you going to fix that? I'm going to have to cut that off and see if I can use those same holes. Okay? Now, if something's not coming through there, don't pull on it like I just did. But see, that's torn that. So what I need to do is, maybe I could put the tape behind it now, 2, 3, and go in a different place. What will happen if I do that? I've caught this piece now. Oh, I don't believe that. Stick that down, Sonia. Stick it down. Come on. So that's going to see. You can see the hole. Look. You can see my mistake there. Because I made it pulled on the hole. What I might do, I might put the sticky tape behind it, and that made it. Oh, goodness me, everything in the all bit of fluff in the world stuck to it now. What am I going to do? Put that there. Right. Now, I'm not going to worry about that too much because it's not too bad. Okay, but I'm going to come up through these holes, through the sticky tape, and make a knot, and go back down through the hole, through the sticky tape, and hopefully it won't pull through. I think I might have an idea there. What do you reckon? The tape around there. Look at me, I'm trying to go fast to get it fixed quick. So I'm hoping it's going to work. And the last one is here. And make 3 wraps. Put it down in there. Now, I see that. That's not too bad. Look, that's not too bad, does it? I like it. So let's do that. Let's put sticky tape behind the next thing that we're going to use to hold it so it won't pull out, okay? Because that works with the sticky tape behind there. Righto? So I've got everything stuck down with the sticky tape and it should not pull out. You can put a bit of masking tape, I suppose, but that worked. I suppose the masking tape would work. You could stitch through that. I'm a bit worried about that hole, but it's not too bad if I don't fiddle around with it. Just leave it alone, Sonia. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a little bit on a hair. And then I'd like to do around that hat. I want to put a little knot up here where she's got this little flower. Come on, threaded. I forgot to put my sticky tape on. Let's do the sticky tape. Pull the knot away from the hole and put the sticky tape on. Righto. Well, I mean, if nobody wants to use the sticky tape, they can just do it whichever way they like, but I think that's a good idea because it's going to save me pulling it all out again, isn't it? It's not going to hurt. It doesn't even make me needle sticky or anything. Okay, so I'll wrap 3 of these round here and go back through next to it, next to that hole, and put that there like that. Now, I think I might make some flower, like some little green things on there. I might have a bit of green here somewhere. I think I was keeping a piece of green, wasn't I? Is it blue? It's a sort of khaki colour. It's not actually green, is it? I think the green bit. There we go. That's a bit different colours. But we'll do this. Now, because you can't end off, so you just need to stick it down and then cut it. Won't come out, I don't think. So there's that little bit. That looks cool. And then we need this bit. I'll get this off here. I've got some wrapped around here that I've already been using a bit off, so I'm going to use this piece. Don't know how many strands there is. 2. 2 strands are good. Okay. Now I'm going to put this thread the needle. There's both pieces going through there. Sometimes you might not get both of them, there might be one out. Look at that, I could tell that. There's not both in there, are they? I knew there were. I just knew, you know, how you had an idea. They weren't both in there. Righto. No, not happening. It's not working. Try again. How about now? I think I've got them. Now I think I've got both pieces. Here we go. Right. Now I need sticky tape. I'm doing a knot anyway, which I, don't need to, do I? Put more sticky tape. Okay. Over that. Now, I need to come up through here next to the little pink bit. I don't go through the knot. What do you do this one? You don't sew through the knot, because that'll pull it undone, won't it? So we come up through there, go down next to it. I don't have to put the little leafy things fair on top of where these ones are, but it'd be nice if I can get them close by, It'd be nice if I get them close by. Just go steady. There we go. There's one bit. Now, let me come up here. Up here now. Well, I'll go up here. You can feel the tape and the needle getting a bit sticky, but that don't matter. That's not going to hurt at all. Nobody panic. It's going to be fine. That's good. Well, I do like this. All I've got to do now is figure out how to get between them two and come up there. I did it. Patience, I suppose, or just be careful, or whatever you need. If you get it. Hope you can see this all right. Okay, where is it? Where am I? Oh, what am I doing up there? Oh my goodness me, Sonya, what are you doing? You can probably close that hole over a bit. Watch out, this doesn't pull through too tight, Sonya. Ah, goodness me. I got it. There you go, see that? Isn't that cool? And then I want a piece going across there. I really do. Across the top of her hair. No. Where's the needle? Oh, there it is. I could put a straight stitch. One straight stitch. Across there. Right. Now, I'm going to just come up halfway. It's really weird, but I can see little bits of something else behind that paper that it was drawn. I'm just going to put one little couch stitch there just to hold that down. Yeah, you see? Can you see this here? Look, it's not my imagination at all. See that there? What's that? Extra line. There's nothing on the back. Could be those bits of cotton. I don't know. But it isn't. Anyway, so that's that bit. Okay. Very good. And now I'm just going to... That's what we want to do, isn't it? And we'd like some leaves around there, please. The little hat can be done as well, and so can these little flowers out here. You can put a little tiny bit out on that flower. I would put a piece of ribbon around that, I think. This is fun. Do I put the little leaves here? I don't know. I think it looks good. I think I really like what I've done up there too with that. That's awesome. I really think I'd like little leaves coming through here somewhere. Let's just see how we can go, how we'll work on another piece like this. But I want to show you sewing this together because I won't use the, but this is awesome, isn't it? I love that, how that worked out. I really, really do. Now I want to put a stitch around this one here. Make a pocket. Just make a little pocket. Just want to make a little pocket. So you just got a piece of parchment paper. That's what this is. Yeah. This is a piece of parchment paper. Reasonably straight, I imagine. It's not too bad, Sonia. It's not really grand, but it's okay. I don't even think that bit there's straight to start with. But anyway, this is crafting, you know, so it's a bit of, it doesn't matter. That's a little bit sticky, that needle. I'll have to clean that off with something. Here's another one that I got out this morning because it's got a thicker end bit on it. I'm just hoping I don't make too big a hole when I'm putting it through, that the cotton doesn't disguise. You know, we need the cotton to disguise it, don't we? Now, if we're doing something like this, we're going to have to start... I don't know what stitch to use, although a blanket stitch is a really good idea. And you'd probably put it across here first, wouldn't you? And that had to be straight, because that isn't. I'm nearly sure that's not straight. I wonder if this is. I don't know. Bit tricky. You can't really tell, can you, without a ruler? Just a tiny bit off that, I think. That might be a bit better. Now, to do this, I would say I'd have to start... We'd have to do across there first, wouldn't we? Okay. If I wanted to do a blanket stitch over it. Right, so I'm going to put tape. I'm going to use the tape. Just a bit to start that off with anyway. Because I don't know what it's going to work like. I don't know. I hope it's not going to pull. So I'm going to go in the next, put another hole, and come up through there. I know a lot of people don't like to sew, but this is fun. Sewing paper. Remember when we was at school or even at home, you used to buy those, you buy buy a picture, so I'll fix that one up when I'm coming around the side. You could buy a little picture and it'd have little cotton and that with it, and there was holes, and you just go from one hole to the other and make a design on it, colour in the design with your thread. So you can see the holes in this, but that doesn't matter, that adds to the personality of the thing, doesn't it really? Try to keep them straight, and if you don't think you can, just draw yourself a little line. But then again, you got to take, when you do that, you got to rub it out though, don't you? All you just do is eyeball it, see where it needs to go to. And it'll fit. If it fixes, it'll fix. If it fixes, it'll fix. Okay. That's nice. Good. Sorry if I'm trying to concentrate on something here. I think I seem to be getting bigger as I go. Look at me. I have to fix that. I said it'll fix it all right. Yeah, Sonya, just come back down a bit. Try not to be too rough with it, because otherwise it will bend and break and stuff, won't it? I imagine this is like it's a reasonably thick paper. I imagine you could do it with a piece of ordinary, I don't even think you can see what I'm doing here. Look at this. No, I'm hiding from you. Sorry about that. I'm sorry if I'm out of the shot for all that time, but I'm here. Don't worry. If the camera keeps moving, I can't turn it off. I'm so sorry for that. It happened. It happened. I mean, I was thinking I need to put the camera closer to myself, but I haven't got the right thing at the moment, so all I'm doing is just doing little stab stitches, which are carefully doing this without pulling it too tight, because otherwise I'll pull it through there and it'll all break, and then we'll all get upset and cry maybe. Or we'll panic, and you can't have that, can we? Can't have anybody panicking. Okay, so now I'm at the corner. I'm going to get back in that hole there and right through to the back. And I'm coming up here to catch that like that. Okay, so that's going to have a pointy bit on it, but we don't mind, it'll be fine. And then we're going to go down in here. Ouch, I felt that. And that'll be, I'll take it round this way. Now, people mightn't like this idea, but people might, so there's always something out there. But if you go and you watch the Tim Holtz thing, it's good. It's good what they've showed you that they've been doing, but they don't show you how yet, I don't think. Maybe they will do that. If you know how to sew, well, I'm sure we can just manage that fine. So when I come over here, I'm going to fix that one so it'll come up there like such. Okay? So anyway, I mosey off now because I've got to go and do a bit. I'm going to go and have some lunch. That's actually what I'm going to do, and have a rest. Hey. Been a busy day, big day. It's only half over yet, but sometimes it just gets like that. Now, even if it is a bit skew, I don't mind. I mean, I'll just use this anyway. I'll use this in something. I'm sure I can. I'll finish it off, and then I can though. If I keep going around there, that'll be good. I hope I don't run out of cotton, but I can disguise on the back what that I have. I'll just go around this corner here like I did the other corner, I think. By going back into that same hole, and it'll just make a bit on an angle like that. Okay, and then I can just come across here. Now, I haven't put any tape along this. We're sewing this two thicknesses, so it should be okay to do that. It look all right. So you can embellish any of your pictures and things like that with. Oops, I have to get another piece of thread, I think. I think that'll look quite good going around there. I do. I don't know if I have a piece of something to put in the pocket, but you can imagine that that would look okay, wouldn't it? This is in the pocket. I've got to fix all the pocket though, I've got to keep going. So I need something that's a bit smaller than that. This one here. It'll work really good. Save using glue. If you wanted to, you could have did a bit of embroidery on there first too, couldn't you? Or you can stick a stamp or something on that, okay? So I better get going. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you're all staying safe, and leave me a comment. I did get a chance. I read them, and I did put little hearts for you because I read them and I really appreciate them, what you're doing. So I've got this little purse thing that I've made. Loving it. And I reckon you could do that out of paper too. I'll make a pocket, get your envelope and stitch around your envelope. And then I've been working on these little bits here that I'm doing for covers for journals. So I've got a few of those because I made some before. I think I've got a lot of crazy patchwork ones too, so that was quite good fun putting that together. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll get back on here shortly and hopefully get a chance to do a little bit more on that, because I think that looks awesome. But all you just get a picture out of a children's magazine or some flowers on something maybe, and it looks nice to embellish the clothes though. I think it looks good to embellish the clothes, but you can put the flowers on it and everything. So thank you again, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.